daring is in part a scope of how you think, and no one is limited to the scope of how they think. You are literally in charge of how grand your aspirations are. You're in charge of how grand your aspirations are. And I know I'm saying this, like, I've got to think bigger, but every time I think bigger and I put everything into it, good things happen. You rise to the occasion. Every time you think small, you lower yourself to that occasion. The other aspect of daring is aggression. You cannot be daring and be timid. You have to be aggressive. And aggressive is the antidote to fear. So the bigger you think, the more scared you're going to be when you embark on these businesses, these companies, these adventures, these trips, whatever. The more daring, the more aggressive you're going to have to be. You cannot be timid. You gotta walk in there like you own the room. A good guy to look at, as far as the demeanor of how to be aggressive and how to take command of a situation where you don't necessarily belong. You may not even believe you belong, but you go into it with the aggression that makes everyone else stand up and think, whoa, this guy belongs here. Conor McGregor is a great example of that. The guy's a fighter, but he is getting into a realm of self-promotion that you might not like him, but he takes command, and he goes into these matches, these deals he probably does with the UFC to get a bigger part of the purse than the average fighter. He goes into this with aggression. He's not going in there with being timid or fearful. So, little two mind frame switches to implement when you're talking about your business, when you're talking about your life, when you're talking about what you want to do. You got to go at it with daring, and you got to go at it with urgency. You may not like the first one, but for me, that brings a lot more meaning into this urgency that I'm going after. Hopefully you're seeing some of the scenery. I'm just driving to the mountains here in Alberta, and it's the most beautiful place in the world. Nestled right next, I'm in Calgary, just outside the south of Calgary, nestled close to the Rocky Mountains, and that's where I'm headed right now. You gotta have that freedom that only, for me, space and this feeling of being small provides. When you're in the Rockies, you understand how bloody small you are in the grand scheme. And then, why wouldn't you think big? If you're this insignificant, you bring these titans of industry, these Gates and Buffetts and whatever, they're just guys. They're just guys who had ideas, and you acted on those ideas. Same with James Cook, same with The Rock had a great speech about this in one of his shows. We're all just guys. Some of us think we belong, some of us don't. So you just gotta have a little mind switch. It takes constant reaffirmation. Yeah, 2 little mind switches. If you want help with actually implementing this stuff, and I talk about daring in my new book, The Lost Art of Discipline, pick that up down below. I'll put a link down below, but you can get it on Amazon. If you get it, I'd love a good review. 5-star review would be awesome. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to put it as low a cost as I can put it. Depending where you are, it's about $12, I think. So pick that up, and hopefully you like it and get after it. All right, man.